Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to embrace you in this now moment. As I come to this space in which you are located, I am aligning with you so that not only can I feel what the vibration is around you, but I give you the opportunity to feel what the vibration is around me. And this blending that moves back and forth between us is here, not only for your support, but for the support of the universe and the support of the collective consciousness. This time upon the earth is very pivotal for each one of you. It's pivotal for those of you living on the planet. It has an impact on Gaia. It has an impact on your solar system and even going out into your universe. Sometimes people have a sense of, what am I doing? What purpose does it have? And can I make a difference? And the answer to that is yes. You are important just because you're you. You have more of an impact than you can ever know. And everything that you are doing is a part of the whole and the energy that aligns with all. This is a time in the history of your planet in which each one of you can have a significant impact on the whole entire ascension process, on the frequency, and on everything that's involved. I say this not as a means of putting pressure on anyone, but as a means of helping you to recognize that you have so much value just because you're here. Take a deep breath in where you breathe once again into your heart. And you might feel it or you can create it in your consciousness, but see a ball of light that is just swirling in and around your heart. This is your energy body. And it is a means of reflecting out not only your heart as an organ, but your heart as an emotional center. You let a stream of that energy move down. It moves through your solar plexus, your sacral center, your root center, and it goes down into the earth. As it moves into the earth, it spreads out into different directions, anchoring. That then comes back up, coming back up into your heart once more, and then it goes up through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy body, and moves up into your higher self. As you are here in the space of your higher self, take a moment and just feel or see or sense how your energy expands. as your energy spreads out because this is a higher frequency, look around at what may be happening. If you see perhaps some things that you've been working on that no longer serve you, let them go. Let them flow away. Let them be released from your own energy. You let your stream of consciousness move even further up. There's that thread that goes all the way up until it connects into your soul. As your consciousness moves up through that thread, you find yourself merging or blending with your soul essence. And then immediately let yourself feel or know what it is to connect to your soul. Here within this space, you know that you are home. This is you, but it also sees you in all your many aspects. And there's a sense of unconditional love and acceptance for who you are. This soul essence is more and more prevalent in and around you in your everyday life, because the more that you flow into this space, the more you can feel and understand who you are. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. As I connect with you, our energies merge so that it shifts, moving everyone into the all that is. As you arrive within the all that is, look around. This is a much more expanded space for you. This is a vibration or frequency where not only are you working on whatever it is you seek to manifest, but many, many others come to this space, and it is filled with the energy and light of all of you that are not only on this ascension process, but that appreciate living in this higher, lighter frequency. I invite you to look around. This time, we are coming very close to the solstice. This will be the solstice, the summer for the northern hemisphere, the winter for the southern. This is always a time of creating not only huge balance, but it is a time when a massive doorway opens up that lets in all of this influx of energy. As you are here within this space, I ask you to consider whatever it is that you live upon. I guess the best way to say that is, are you coming up to the summer solstice or the winter? Whichever it is for you, feel as if that is what you are standing amongst right now. I will begin with the summer. Here on these longest days of your year, be aware that there is this massive opening of a portal that allows not only the light to come through from the sun, but also amplifies the energy and influxes of change that come through from other planets, and some even as much as the central sun. So, as if you see before you this opening, I invite you to consider what it is to live in a higher frequency. As you do so, observe how this wide open portal is letting in all of this light and energy. And when you look with your inner eyes or feel, sense, howsoever it works for you, you may actually see sacred geometry. You may see patterns of energy. And I'm going to slow everything down so that you have an opportunity to see exactly what is coming in to your planet. As I do this, I am interested to see that not only is it sacred geometry, not only are there patterns, but it's almost like balls of light that look like meteors, or they're not anything big enough that it's going to cause damage. But if you have that visual that there's this ball with a tail on it that is also coming into the earth. And as all of this is moving through somewhat in slow motion, it's as if I see this block of energy that is moving even more slowly. And this block of energy is golden, filled with some white, purple, magenta colors emanating from it. And I invite each one of you to tune into this box. I'm calling it a box. It's not really a box, but you can visualize that. And as you tune into it, feel the communication that comes into you. People have been awaiting certain changes taking place in order for the earth to make the next leapfrog forward. You see within this container, as it's slowly moving into the earth, it will encounter the atmosphere of the earth on the solstice, and it will radiate out in every direction. As you allow your consciousness to link, you can begin to feel the waves of energy that will not only be affecting humanity, it will affect each one of you. By aligning with it at this moment, you begin that integration process. As it feels like I'm fast forwarding now, and what you see coming behind that box is a completely different time of light energy and light frequency. Whereas before, it was as if a blank space with bits of solar flares and codes and energy. Now, afterwards, it's as if it looks completely different. It's as if every particle contains everything within it. There are no longer any spaces between the impulses. There's just one massive band of energy that is 100% the universal crystal energy, light frequency. And especially as you are here in the all that is, and you see the before, the transition, and the after, it's very evident how different this is. As you are here in the all that is, and we're in the summer portion of this, I invite you to have a sense of stepping into the midst of all this if you so choose. You can stand as if you're on the edge of something and see it going past you, or you can step into the middle of it and merge and become one. As it is moving past, in particular, when you step into that universal light energy, it's almost as if your consciousness expands in every single direction and then comes back reorganized in a new pattern. Be present within your consciousness. Feel it as this is happening. You step back until you are once again separated from all that is moving in. And I invite you now to shift to the space in which it is the winter solstice. It is as if this part of the world is anchoring everything that comes in from that hugely long expanded opening to the shortest opening. It then is pulling everything through the planet, through the consciousness of all, and it will continue to move out through the winter solstice, if that makes any sense. But as you're sitting here now, as if things have flipped around, you begin to see an opening take place from that shorter day, which is as if it was a closed opening of a portal. It begins to open up, and all of that energy that you saw going down into the top of the world is now coming out through the bottom, and we switch it around. And as it begins to come through, as that portal is opening bigger and bigger, in some ways, it is pushing out anything that is no longer compatible, and we clear it out. It is transmuting any residual energies that no longer serve, such as the low vibration of violence and anger. And it all keeps coming up through this space, expanding bigger and bigger. And as that short day of darkness expands further, you see that light starting to come through. First of all, the light codes, those balls of energy. And then now we fast forwarded to where it's after, and that box that you saw before it came into the earth has actually anchored inside the center of the earth. But what we see coming up through the southern hemisphere or going out is how it is stabilizing everything that came in. And you can still see the energy of that box and light coming through. You can still see the transition of energy. In other words, that universal light energy is also coming up through this portal of the winter solstice, and it spreads out along here. And if you so choose, you can step into this. It's as if when you stepped into it before, it was filling you up. It's as if when you step into it now, you are anchoring it within you, within the planet, within the consciousness of humanity. You may feel that shift or that change. Step back as if you see yourself here on the edge overlooking this experience of the solstice. And now you see everything rotating around so that as if you see your planet in front of you, look at everything that came in, look at the planet itself, and then look at the anchoring that took place. And as you see all of this, feel it all within your heart. Recognize how you have aligned with this, and every particle of your consciousness is a part of this. You are a part. Let that energy flow up and down. Let yourself recognize that no matter what part of the world, you are the summer and the winter solstice in complete balance to one another. Whew, take a deep breath in and breathe out. This change coming with this solstice is one that will change all of humanity. There will be an awakening of ancient memories. There will be an activation of consciousness that will come into you through your soul. There will be a realization of looking at people and seeing people through new eyes. Be present. Be here in this now moment. You are already looking at this here in the all that is. Have a sense of shifting from that portal, and each of you standing in a different part of the all that is, where the hologram manifests inside of you. I'm sorry, inside of this circle in which you stand. And as each of you are looking at this hologram, look with your inner eyes and realize that you are actually seeing or sensing, or all of your gifts are being heightened in this now moment. If you have a particular intention, send it into this hologram. As each one of you sends your own consciousness as a piece of this whole, it allows that consciousness not only to become a part of the whole, but to become a thread down and anchor into many, many humans around the planet. There's an aspect of that that goes out to the universe. We see it swirling around, connecting in that space that all of this came from. It's as if it's a space within your galaxy. The remainder, it goes down through that pathway, and you see how the hologram itself connects into the physical earth. And this time, as you're looking down, you can see those places where it's wide open as a portal coming up with the solstice, and that hologram going through, and then you see it anchoring in the southern aspect, and you see it, the center of your planet, becoming activated and aligned and expanded so that everything is able to move out, to move into the consciousness of all. And as it flows up, connecting, look around. Look around through your own conscious eyes and realize that you are a part of the whole. You allow the remainder of your energy, it flows from the all that is back through your soul. It streams back down, coming down through your head center into your heart center. And take a moment as you're anchoring all of this to allow yourself to consider, what does it feel like to live in a different frequency? What does it feel like to have these light codes become a part of you, from the energy around you into every cell within you? You can feel the movement of all of that energy. Be confident in yourself. Be aware that as these changes come in, You understand what is happening. Allow yourself extra time to sleep, drink water, whatever it is that you may need. Because as you integrate these changes, everything grows for everybody else. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. So, for this evening, you've got time. If you're listening to this ahead of the solstice, you've got time between now and the solstice to take as much opportunity as you can to tap into those energies as we spoke of tonight. And even if it's after the solstice, if you listen to this, it'll shift your time space reality to be right before that maximum effect. So that when the day arrives, when you wake up that morning, as if you are arms open, ready to receive that energy, receive it within all of you, send it into all your friends, family, and whatever's around you, and it will help it to integrate into everyone. This is a big change, but it is one that will feel so much better after all the unrest you have had for so very long. Beloved, know that I am ever with you and within you. Ansaluia.